Testing 1 2 check. We're in the Austin studio. Today we're talking about what stats matter on YouTube, and I've broken this down into 3 different subgroups of people. Now, all of this advice is aimed at everyone with less than 100,000 people subscribed to their YouTube channel, which technically is considered a small channel. So we have noobs, we have 15,000 and under, and we have 50,000 subscribers and under. And we're gonna go through each one, what stats you need to pay attention to for your YouTube channel. I've got my notes right here. First, we're gonna talk about what no longer matters. Let me get my microphone over here. We're gonna talk about the stats that no longer matter. So the don't watch list. Can you see that? Let me angle. There we go, the don't watch list. First one, subscribers. Yes, I know that I've categorize these people based on subscribers, but I just had to because there's no other way to categorize these YouTube channels. Subscribers, if you are starting a YouTube channel and you're a startup founder and you are trying to create a YouTube business channel, we're not talking about entertainment here, we're talking about YouTube business channels. You are a business and you're trying to get clients from YouTube. Subscribers no longer matter. It's a legacy stat, and if you're someone like this who has 50,000 subscribers or even 15,000 subscribers, this is not an indicator of how well your startup is doing, how well your business is doing. So subscribers, legacy, old news, don't care. The next one. What I don't want you to watch or pay attention to is YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio, if you have that on your phone, delete it. Delete it off your phone. I know it's very tempting to log in and every day as you post your videos to check YouTube Studio. It's right at your fingertips. You don't have to log on to your laptop. You can just look at YouTube Studio. If you have this app, delete it. As we go through what stats matter for all of these categories, know this, that being good at stats and being analytically minded and being able to master and manipulate the stats in a spreadsheet or whatever does not make you a good YouTuber and is not a leading indicator as to how well your YouTube channel is going to do or how well your business is going to do. So fiddling with the stats, hanging out in YouTube Studio, going to the advanced analytics, it's all just. Now, if you're watching this right now, let's start with the noobs. The noobs are probably you, they're probably me at one point when I was first starting out. If you're starting your YouTube channel, we've all been noobs. So if you don't have anything going for you, you have under 15,000 subscribers, you're a noob. Even my channel right now, at 8,000 subscribers, I would still call a noob channel. And with the noobs, the biggest thing that you need to worry about is this word. Habit. You need to form a habit on YouTube. You need to get into the business of giving effort and getting into the habit of creating YouTube videos. That is the only thing. One thing I would add, and we're actually talking stats here for the noobs, are the comments. Comments, and that's it. For the noobs, it's comments, effort, and habit. You are building the habit of creating YouTube videos, going every day, writing your scripts, recording your video, editing. A lot of that is a technical skill, and a lot of your body, your brain, your nervous system, everything about you is going to try to push you in the direction of, hey, I don't want to do this. I don't think I can do this. You know what? I started a YouTube video, started a YouTube channel. I don't think this is right for me. Every part of your body is going to try to resist building your YouTube channel. So that's why you got to put in effort. You got to put in effort to, and it's so simple on this video to say, hey, put in effort, build the habit. But I want you in the depths of anguish. It's 4 a.m. You're tired. You don't want to do this. You have to do this. You have to push through. Comments. Why did I put comments here? And why is this the only actual stat that matters for a newbie YouTube channel? Because comments are questions. Comments is where you find the ideas for your next video. A like, views, at this point don't even matter. Who cares? Who cares if you got 100 views on your video? Who cares if you got 2 views on your video? Even likes and dislikes on your video, not a great indicator. YouTube doesn't give a shit about the likes or dislikes. I mean, they do, but for your context in the noob stage, you shouldn't really care if someone gives you a like or a dislike. Comments is a big thing because someone had to actually give a lot of effort. It poked them enough. Your video poked them enough to want to reach out, to want to ask a question. Yeah, okay, the comments that say like nice or a fire emoji, okay, fine, cool. But still, I would still pay attention to those. Because a video that gets 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 comments versus a video that gets 0 comments, I would start to pay attention more to those videos that are getting comments or that are getting questions. And 1, that means you should probably keep going with that topic. And then 2, read those comments and turn those into ideas and turn those into your next video. And then that's where you go into your habit and your effort. And you just can continue this cycle over and over until you have reached the 15,000 sub mark. Now again, subscribers don't matter. I'm just trying to give you milestones as to where to push your YouTube channel. I mean, really, if I could sum all this up, it's reps. You're just putting in reps. I just need reps. You just need to make 100 videos. And that sounds like an impossible thing. That's like telling you today on day 1 to go run 100 miles without stopping. It seems impossible, but the more you do it, the more you're like, actually, I can probably do this, or this doesn't seem as hard as I can, or you're gonna look back and you're on your 90th video and you're not gonna be able to believe that you were able to make 90 videos and now you're only 10 videos away from making your 100th video. Now let's move on to the 15K subscriber mark, and I will say, welcome to YouTube. You've officially created a channel. You officially now have a habit of building. You have videos behind you. You now understand the process of creating YouTube videos, coming up with ideas, finding those ideas in the comments, and then creating more and more content. At 15,000 subscribers, you've got decent views. So the next couple stats are going to be kind of based on now that you have enough volume of people looking at your videos that you can start to make some tweaks to improve the performance of your channel. But I will say the first thing that you should still constantly be paying attention to are your comment section. Comments, controversy, questions, ideas. You are still mining the comments. That's what you want. That should be a leading indicator. Again, a video that gets 1,000 views and no comments and a video that gets 10 views and 10 comments, I'm paying attention to that little 10 view video because I want to know what all 10 of those comments say. But now that we've got enough people watching the video, now we can start to, this next stat is called CTR, click-through rate, meaning they see a video, they're on their news feed, they're on YouTube, they got their little home screen, their home page, they see a video, and your video is right here, they click on that video, and now they have clicked through to that video and are going to watch your video. That is what click-through rate is. So an impression on YouTube is anytime one of your videos pops up in somebody's YouTube newsfeed or pops up in the sidebar as suggested videos, that is considered an impression. Where's my eraser? So your click-through rate, and I might get the quotient divider wrong, like roast me in the comments, I don't care. It is impressions. I mean, the number is basically impressions divided by, or it's like above like clicks. So clicks divided by impressions. So if I had, 10 clicks and 100 impressions, I would have a 10% click-through rate. What's most important is people seeing the video and people clicking on the video. That means the content of your video, how you script your video, the effects, how you recorded your video, how you end your video, none of that matters for CTR. All that matters for your CTR is your title and thumbnail, because that's the only impression that people have of your video. They don't know the content of your video. They don't know what you're going to talk about in your video necessarily. All they have to go off of is your title and your thumbnail. So those are the two things to tweak the most here. So title and thumbnail. So I'm going to connect these here. And I say at 15K to start to tweak these here because you could, as a noob, and even like me, it's almost not even worth it with my channel because I just don't have enough impressions to make an informed decision. It's called like statistical significance. That's the word. It's if I have 100 impressions on my newbie video and I'm a newbie channel, that's not enough data to know that this title works over this title or this thumbnail works over this thumbnail. But if I'm down here and I'm getting 10,000 impressions, Okay, now I've got a large enough data set to say, okay, when I put this title, use this keyword, and I put this type of thumbnail with this color palette or this font or my face on it or not my face on it, that's now more of a clear data point to be like, okay, we can make some decisions here on how we should tweak our title and thumbnail going in the future. So that's why I say click-through rate. Only worry about that if you're at the 15K mark. If you're still in the newbie zone, if you're under 15,000 subscribers, don't even worry about click-through rate. It's just not, you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to learn anything new, and you just don't have a large enough data set to understand what's real and what's not real. Now the next stat, now if you're 15K and up, the next stat that I would pay attention to are email opt-ins. Got my little email right here. Email opt-ins. When people watch your video and they click the link down below, and if you're watching this and you've been following my channel, you have your YouTube funnel set up, meaning that on your YouTube video, am I gonna cut off? No. In your YouTube video, you have your link number 1 here, and you have link number 2 down in the description. Well, I'll try to like pinch in, zoom right here. But if you look at my YouTube video right now, I have 2 links because, yes, on your YouTube description, you can have as many links as you want, but only the top 2 lines are going to be shown on your YouTube video. So these top 2 links need to be either a free link or a paid link. So a free opt-in, free lead magnet, get all my free training. The second one would be buy a course or buy my book or buy my software, some kind of paid in opt-in that's not crazy expensive, something that's easy, less than $100 to purchase for your customers. And this is what I want to pay attention to. How many people, when I put a video out, how many people are then getting curious enough to opt in, to want to know about me, to want to know about my products? How many email opt-ins am I getting from YouTube? That's what I want to pay attention to next. Now, this stat is not going to be found on YouTube Studio or in your analytics. This is going to be found obviously on your email marketing software. The fourth one here is average view duration. AVD, average view duration. If somebody watches my 10-minute video, how far along or on average, how far into the video are people watching? They're watching 2 minutes into the video, 4 minutes into the video, 5, 6 minutes into the video. Click through right here. This was about the exterior part. This is about the candy wrapper of your video. This is about the title and thumbnail of your video. Average view duration is about your script, your editing, your recording process. Did you have some really shitty audio that threw people off? Did you have a very boring script or just content? Yeah, maybe the title and thumbnail was interesting, or it was kind of like a cool concept, or it was like a little more clickbaity. But when people actually watch the video, did they go, if it's a 10-minute video, do they watch 10 minutes? Do they watch 5 minutes? Do they drop off at 30 seconds or 20 seconds in? This is where you can start to understand how you need to structure your content, what you need to say, how quickly you need to deliver the information, average view duration. And again, this is all based on, if you had 10 views on this and everyone was watching 2 minutes into the video, again, that's too small of a data set to know that, okay, maybe my content sucks or maybe my script was wrong. That's just too small of a data set. So again, that's why the noobs aren't going to pay attention to that. But if you have 500 views on this or 1,000 views on your video or more, then that's where you can start to say, okay, people fell off at the 2-minute mark. How can we make some changes? And your average view duration is going to look like this little kind of chart, this little retention chart is going to fall off and trickle around. And I'll add one thing about average view duration and why it's so important, because YouTube likes this stuff. This is about platform retention. This is about keeping users on the platform. And if your video can provide that, if your video, when somebody watches and they stay on the platform for 10 minutes and then they go on to watch another video for 20 minutes and then another video for an hour, then they're going to look at your video and say, this is the video we should be sending people. We should be driving traffic to this video because it's got a high average view duration. People are staying on the YouTube platform, which means we as YouTube can start to serve more ads and we can sell more ad space. So again, for the 15K mark, what you need to pay attention to is click-through rate, your title and thumbnail, the comment section, keep mining the comments for ideas, your email opt-ins. When people watch the video, are they opting into your outside world, not just your YouTube world or subscribing to your YouTube world? Are they actually subscribing to your business or buying something from your business? And then the last one is average view duration. Once they start watching the video, how far or how interesting is your content to keep them watching? Now let's move on to the big dogs here, 50K and up. If you have 50,000 subscribers, here are again the stats that you should be paying attention to. And they're gonna be a little bit similar to the 15K, but let's get into it. Now at 15,000 subscribers, you have a full-time income. This is enough to drive a full-time income for your business. If you have 50,000 subscribers for your business, you have a full-on business. It's a real thing. You can have teammates, you can have multiple people. You are generating hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars from this channel, because this is a huge enough traffic source that it can actually affect your business for the good. Now for 50K, the leading star, your North Star should always be, I think now, is instead of all these kind of small YouTube style stats, it should be these email opt-ins and purchases. That's gonna be your leading indicator for your channel that's over 50K. Now everyone gets their panties in a twist when it comes to attribution and okay, where did this traffic come from? For the links that we talked about, these 2 links down below in your description, add some kind of UTM tag or just flat out make a new web page that says like youroffer.com/YouTube so that you know that only people that are landing on this page are coming directly from YouTube, and that when people opt into their email or when people make a purchase, that you know that this traffic came from YouTube directly. So emails and purchases should be your #1 indicators on your YouTube channel at that point. And then of course, we're gonna bring over the click-through rate and the average view duration. Again, that's just how when people see our videos, are they clicking? And when people actually start watching our videos, are they continuing to watch and how far along they watch? And this one starts to matter a little bit more the bigger your channel gets, because let's say you have some critical information here, or let's say you have a call to action at the end of your YouTube video. If your video is 10 minutes long and everyone's only watching until the 5-minute mark, but you've got a critical call to action at minute 9 or minute 10, then that means this might affect this, because no one is getting to that offer part of your video. No one's going all the way to the very end to listen to that call to action, and that might affect your sales or might affect email opt-ins. Again, click-through rate, that's more of a traffic thing. That's just getting impressions. You are converting impressions into viewers, and then with average view duration, you're converting viewers into paid subscribers, email subscribers, paid customers. So that's it, guys. Quick little whiteboard session on the stats that you should be paying attention to. Everything else that we did not discuss, or anything else, any other stat that's not on this board, you should not pay attention to it. Subscribers, views. Don't bother yourself with becoming an analytical mastermind in the YouTube's analytics. Just pay attention to really average view duration, click-through rate, comments, email opt-in, purchases. And if you were a small channel, if you were under 15,000 YouTube subscribers right now and you're watching this, don't pay attention to any of this down below. Just pay attention to your comment section, because that's where your ideas are. Focus on putting in effort, get the reps, and start to build the habit of being on YouTube. Because YouTube is not a half-ass thing. YouTube is not I'll do it on the side, or I'll just schedule everything and only work an hour a week. YouTube is a son of a bitch, and you've got to actually put a concerted effort, an actual effort into building your YouTube channel and using that traffic source to then drive email opt-ins and purchases for your business. Again, to review, go delete YouTube Studio off your phone. Don't pay attention to subscribers and views. If you still have no idea where to start or what videos you should be making for your YouTube channel, watch this one right here.